Sharp little Passport 195 RB came on trade here at Haylet RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And you know what? All in all, pretty fair. Not 100% ideal. And I'm going to cover those couple little bumps and hiccups as we go here, because I don't like to hide things. That's why I put videos together, to show you the good and the bad alike. This has the predecessor to the outside kitchen, that little slide-out stovetop. That's something that Keystone started doing way back when, I think with the Outback, though I don't believe they were the very first originator of that, but it really is the grandfather of the whole outside kitchen concept. This has a very wide, very large pass-through storage, and you want wider rather than taller. Everyone goes crazy over the big tall storage in a fifth wheel, but tall storage doesn't really do you as much good because you don't tend to stack cargo on top of one another, rather you stack cargo side by side. Wider storage is better. This is a very lightweight no slide trailer, and naturally the moment I say that, I realize that I didn't actually look at the weight tag on this. Hopefully I spot that as we go through the trailer and we can cover that. If not, I'll have it on our website. So if you're only on YouTube, look down here, links in the video description that says click for pricing and availability. It'll take you right to this trailer. So previous owners did a nice job taking care of this. I mean, they covered the power tongue jack so that it didn't get gummed up. They made a little easy access panel for their propane bottles here. They had twin batteries all set up, so this thing is already set and ready for you know, kind of extended dry camping with the double dry battery. Neat thing I did not expect to find on this little trailer. I knew about the enclosed underbelly. I was not aware of the power stabilizer jacks that you see right there. That was a cool surprise. Outside shower just for utility cleanup and hosing off grandkids, whatnot. The wide axle system down here, that's a load equalizing axle. It expands the pivot point, basically. Instead of having a real close together pivot point, it widens that out. And what that does is it eliminates as much bouncing up and down on the tongue of the trailer. So if you are going to be towing a lot, this is a very good trailer for doing something like that. All in all, the outside pretty darn clean. I'm pretty impressed overall with what I see here. They put about the biggest power awning they could on this camper too, and yeah, I've never had anyone ever trade something in because the power awning was just too darn big. Never had that happen once yet. Who knows? Maybe it could happen. I've learned to never say never in my life. Just when you think something's over, bang, there you go. Just the other day, I'm playing Angry Birds with my daughter, and she thought we were going to lose, and we didn't, because we didn't give up. It was a great life lesson for a 5-year-old, but you probably don't care about any of that. So all in all, interior, very clean. There is one elephant in the room I'm going to go ahead and talk about, get right out of the way, and you can't even see it. It's imperceptible from this video, and this is the kind of stuff that gets people really excited about, I don't know, I call them loser dealers. This floor is soft right here. Interestingly, it's not water damage, and I know that because if it was water damage, it would be discolored. You can see there's no discoloration on this floor. Now, also note, I'm walking all over this thing. It's fine. I can be aggressive with the floor. Structurally, it's fine. What it is this is a 2-inch laminated floor. There's the Luan on top, or pardon me, there's the linoleum on top, and that's glued to a sheet of Luan. That sheet of Luan has split from the high-density bead foam and aluminum structure underneath. What that causes is there's an air gap in here in some places, and it feels kind of spongy. But I mean, like I said, it's structural. It's not wet. It's not moldy. It's not going to give your family black mold spores in their lungs. It's going to kill them. It's not ideal, but there's nothing necessarily wrong with it. It's just kind of one of those cosmetic things where we would prefer it feel different under our feet, but it's not really hurting anything. If that scares you, if you don't believe me, whatever, that's fine. Remember that I took the time to tell you about that, though? Why would I go out of my way to show you something like that if I wasn't real confident? Because the first thing you're going to do when you come look at this camper is do exactly what I did. You're going to walk right over here and just stomp on this floor just to make sure I didn't somehow pull some David Blaine on the camera magic with you. And you'll find out I didn't. Original mattress has been replaced with a nice pillow top residential mattress here. Keep in mind, people are like, I don't care what mattress I put in my camper, it's still not as comfortable as the house. Well, no kidding, you don't have a box spring under this. You are still sleeping on a sheet of wood. You might need to put a foam topper on it. That's an easy solution. You can see that they weren't much in the way of hanging storage. Both sides of the closet here, they actually had put in these little shelving units for bonus storage space, and frankly, that's a really smart idea. Camper does have central air, so this is a great spring, summer, fall camper. All the original electronics and everything are accounted for. You see the TV on the swing arm over here, and look at the attention to detail they put into this. They strapped this TV down and came up with this little tie-down system to keep the TV from wiggling going down the road to avoid damage. Pretty smart. So the TV can kind of twist around to be wherever you want it, in the kitchen or the living area. And up here we have an all-in-one AM, FM, CD, DVD stereo, so you don't need to bring extra electronics with you. Your windows have nice pleated shades instead of metal blinds. And I love this giant window looking right out under your power awning over here. You know, if you wake up at night, you look out this giant window, you see that your awning's kind of banging around. You can just walk around the corner and hit the power awning button and close your awning up. You don't even have to go outside and get wet to do it. You can look at all your fabrics and soft goods in here and see that things aren't, you know, torn up and shredded. Used, yes. Beat up, wore out? No, not at all. This is a used, as far as I can tell, they use this thing a lot, actually. But I don't see anywhere where it's, you know, like falling apart. I think the extra use is potentially where the delamination of the floor came from. I have a feeling that they took this thing off the, like not just highway towing a little bit. Maybe they lived on a country road or something, and the extra twist and stress on the frame may have caused this skin to actually delaminate below the linoleum surface down here. You see, we do have good drawer space down there. Great kitchen storage. Close that up. You know, looking at the counter, you can see how clean and gleaming everything is. This was a very well-kept camper. It was just very, very used. There we go. Sorry, it's hooked on something real quick there. I even like the extra storage below the oven. Extra little storage, never hurt anybody. Moving back here, this is cool. I should have covered this right when we walked in the entry door, but I wanted to talk about the floor. This has a nice little entry bench with a handy shoe garage right there. And this doesn't seem impressive until you realize you're going to use this every day in your camper. You're gonna, I mean, if nothing else, you're gonna walk in and toss your bags down right there. But having a spot to sit down and put on shoes and keep the shoes tucked out of the way, very nice. And again, all windows open for ventilation. We also have a sharp shower in here, not a travel trailer tub like you usually find in lightweights. And maybe you notice that's a foot flush stool, not a you know, centrifugal, which requires you to have your face all up in your business, which is not really where people want to be putting their face most of the time. And if that's your thing, that's fine. It's not mine, I know that. Give us a call, 800-256-5196. Lite RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Take care, stay safe, happy camping.